again, like I always do, apologize for taking too long. It's just that there's no real videos for me to make. I mean, I've been trying out fun decks now, and that's basically what's popping. But yeah, this is a deck profile. I'm coming at y'all with this. Um, it's Heraldic Beast. Heraldic Beast. Yeah, and they're pretty good. The deck profile is out of order here, but this is just a fun deck I put together, which can be super competitive. Um, this is one version of it. I'm gonna show you the second version of it that is a little bit more competitive. This is for fun and troll, just because of cards like this that have a fader where I bring out a monster that will benefit me in the long run. But let me get to it. If y'all like this, please thumbs up. Um, Tell me if y'all like the first profile I give y'all or the second profile. I'm gonna put both of them up at the same time just so that I don't have to waste y'all time looking at two different profiles. Alright, so let me get to it. The main card is this guy. Not the main card, but the card that gives you synergy and let the engine start, it starts flowing because of him. So basically during the end phase of the turn he was normal summoned. This card, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the graveyard, in general, so Foolish, Lava Chain, um, I believe off an Exceed it still works because it says this card, it doesn't say this monster card. Um, so it lets you add one Heraldic Beast, which is all these cards you see here. So it's pretty good in the end phase, except for himself, obviously. And you can only do one of his effects once per turn, because if you could do multiples, yeah, you'll have a handful of brokenness. You'll have too many monsters in your hand to do all this crazy shenanigans with. Then you have this guy who actually gives you more of a plus, even if they torrent you Mirror Force. The only problem cards is Deep Prison, Bottomless, but that bothers any deck. I mean, his effect reads, if you have this card in the graveyard, you can banish another one of him to put any heraldic beast to your hand. Um, so it's pretty good. You can only do one of him once per turn. So like I said, once again, it still adds synergy. You gotta have two of him in the grave, but that's pretty easy with Leo on the field. If most decks have beaters, and if you need to get the beater out, you bring out Leo, then bring this guy to your hand. After damage calc, destroy the monster that battled this card. So if you have problem cards that are bothering you, set this, let them go ahead and swing into it. This guy is just because I have just because I need more beasts to add, more heraldic beasts to add to my hand. Um, and you just need it. It's a must, just because you need another level 4 target. Granted, they have shitty attacks, but later on the next deck profile you'll see why he becomes pretty good. That bump him up to 3 even though his stats are bad. Then you got this guy. This guy's pretty good. If you have a face up Exceed, you can basically banish this card and then put 2 Heraldic Beasts into that Exceed. So you can just reuse infinite amount of effects if your monsters stay on board. So 2 of him is pretty good, and once again, I'll show you why he's good in the next deck profile. This guy lets you spam like crazy. You bring out one Heraldic Beast off of a normal summon, they let it slide. You Monster Reborn, this is basically their Monster Reborn, and you special summon him, and then you have an instant Shockmaster or whatever you want to go for. Even this guy, which is pretty good because he is a beast, so you can exceed the other two, pop this guy, pop the other card, and then you're set. This unicorn, whenever you go into the heraldic exceeds, you can just reborn a heraldic exceed. They're 24 attacks, so they can do some damage, even though they won't have materials, but that's why you have this, so that can have materials. And I run 2 Goblinberg. I should run 3, but I don't know, I'm a noob, I guess. But yeah, the reason why I like this deck, it has reborns, free reborns, free, not 3. This has 7 reborns, 3 of these, 3 of this. Even though you have to instantly exceed, hello, what you gonna do with them? Instantly exceed. So this is basically instant exceed as long as you have these guys in the grave. And I have, what, 15 of them? Yeah. 3 MSTs because you want your monster not to get bottomless. Warning doesn't hurt. You actually laugh at warning. Um, yeah, so this foolish is a must, so you can get this in the grave or this guy in the grave. Dark hole, staple, staple. This lets you grab one of these to your hand or one of these to your hand just so you can go for OTKs. Heavy lets you try to OTK if you want. This is just a little tech card I've been messing around with. They're all beast warrior, winged beast. The dragon one don't count, but I mean for the most part, and then warrior as well, so I can draw cards. Just summoning him and then normaling him, activate this, I draw 2 cards and it's a free draw 2. Um, this is basically like Battle Fader. They attack. Oh well, better than Battle Fader because you can have a face down. They attack. You activate this, negate, special summon a monster. Now you might have 2 on the board, so you could bring out this guy. Starlight Road, obviously, I will always have 2 monsters on board, or try to, so you need it. This, I don't need the cards in the grave. I mean, I don't need my cards in my hand. I can use them from the grave, or, because I have reborns. So, this is free, and it resets my opponent as well. Tarantu, once again, I don't need my guys on the field. I have 7 reborns. I can bring them back. Actually, 8 reborns with the one Call of the Haunted. And then you run these exceeds. you know those exceeds, and then the starters for Starlight Road. Now to show you the second version of this deck. Alright, I upped this guy to 3. I should up this guy to 3, but I run a Zephyros now in this one. Zephyros helps me do plays with Call, or I can bounce this back to my hand, special summon it again, have 4 monsters on board, 2 exceeds after that, so it's a must. Another card, I bump MST down to 3 because if I do need it, I can just do this. I added Icarus attack. I have 5 targets, 3 of this guy, he's Wing Beast. Well, I have 6 targets, 2 of these guys, and the 1 Zephyros, so I can always bounce Icarus, Zephyros, like if they let me do all this stuff. Obviously they have Deep Prison or something waiting for me. And I downed Phoenix Windblast. This is a good one-ofs. And I needed some protection against the bigger monsters that can get over my exceeds. Don't mind this side deck. That's not really a side deck. I just put those cards there, and you got the same exceeds and synchros. This guy is fucking broken. Look at this. I have 5 targets. No, bullshit. 8. So you can make him pretty easily, and I have gone off with him just because he just smacks down a back row and then destroys a face up. It's just so good. You destroy a face up monster, destroy a back row if they don't activate it on his summon. Too good, too good. So please tell me what y'all think. Rate, comment, subscribe, and PM me. Post a message down there. Tell me what you would like to see next. And I just didn't want to do the meta, so here's a fun deck. Enjoy, and like I said, rate, comment, subscribe. Peace.